Well, hello, fellow film fans, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Tyler's Real Movie Talk, and this is going to be my short review of Deadpool 2. I'm going to tell you guys what I thought about it, what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it, but before we get into all that, I do got to say, if you're a fan of movie talk, movie reviews, and really everything of that nature, definitely consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell down below, which will notify you anytime I have any new content coming out. But with that out of the way, let's dive right into this Deadpool 2 review. So, my overall thoughts, look, I liked it, but I do gotta say, it did not live up to the hype, at least for me. And I'll go into more of that as I get more into my review, but let's start out with the things I really like about it. Look, Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool, and I really thought some of the old cast members with Ryan Reynolds, look, they have the same chemistry as the first one, which I really appreciated, and I really like it, but really overall, Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. He just embodies everything you want Deadpool to be, which is absolutely fantastic. Also, another thing I liked about it is Josh Brolin as Cable. Look, Josh Brolin, this is his summer. He's going to be in Sicario 2. He played Thanos in Avengers Infinity War, and he played Cable in this movie. And I do got to say, he was great as Cable in this movie. And I really liked what he brought to this movie. I really enjoy Josh Brolin as an actor, and he brought all of the same stuff that I really enjoy about him into this movie. And he certainly made Cable a badass, which I really appreciated. Now, another positive for me was another character, and it was Domino. Domino was fantastic, and I do gotta say, she brought a lot of energy to this film. You know what I mean? And I really think that, Domino, like I said, she brought a lot of energy, and I will say this, not to get in any spoilers or anything. Luck is certainly cinematic, and you know what I mean once you see the movie. She is fantastic in this film, so I really think those three were absolutely great in this movie, and I really enjoyed them on screen, especially when they were on screen together. I really enjoyed that. Now, also, this film is funny, but, some of the jokes do fall a little flat, and I'll get more into that when I get into my negatives, but it is a funny movie. I was laughing. Look, the opening credits are very funny. You got to pay attention to the words, directed by the guy who killed John Wick's dog. Yeah, that was fantastic. I love that because the director of John Wick did this movie. And another positive, as we talk about that, is, the action in this movie is better than the first one. And now, is there too much action? Look, that is to be debated, but the action is better than the first movie because the guy from John Wick hopped over and did this movie. So the action is certainly better. They certainly deliver on that aspect of the film. Now, the bad. Look, I do gotta say, it seems like they tried a little too hard with the jokes. Now, look, this movie, to me, this movie is not as funny as the first movie was. They seem like they tried a little too hard. They went a little too hard with the fourth wall breaking, with the spoofing of other movies. That's just my opinion. That's just what I thought. I just think the fourth wall breaking was a little much in this movie, and you really have to be a huge movie fan to really understand all the references. So that's my concern. If you're a casual movie fan and you only go to movies sometimes, but you want to see this, a lot of the jokes might not hit you because they're kind of meant for real hardcore movie fans, if you know what I mean. But I just really feel like they tried too hard. Look, there were a lot of times in this movie where the jokes just, they fell flat for me. And I know the theater I was in, a lot of the people, it fell flat for a lot of the people as well. Now, another negative, look, this is one of my concerns going into the movie, and it definitely reared its head in this movie, and there's not enough Cable. You want more Josh Brolin, you want more Cable in this movie, you want more interaction with him and Deadpool in this movie, and it just doesn't happen. There's not enough. There's so much going on in this movie. There's so many plot lines. There's so much happening that there's just not enough time to have more Cable, and I really feel like, the big budget of this film could have hurt it. They should have simplified it. That's one thing that was so great about the first Deadpool, is it was so simple. If they simplified this one and just made it really about Deadpool and Cable, I think we would have a fantastic movie on our hands, but it didn't do that. There's a ton of things going on, and it's hard to follow, and like I said, there's just not enough Cable. There should have been more Cable, in my opinion. I would have really enjoyed that. Now, another negative is, look, I didn't like the kid in the movie, and I'm not real sure, I'm still thinking about it, I'm not real sure if I really like the overall plot line of the film, you know what I mean? And it goes into what I said about, spoofing other movies. I mean, the whole plot feels like a spoof of other movies, like Terminator. You know what I mean? They do it so much in this film that it does get a little tiring. I do have to say, I got a little tired of the movie spoofing, in my opinion, and the jokes and the fourth wall breaking. And that's just my opinion. I just got tired of it to a certain point. And to a certain point, it just didn't work as well as this movie should have worked. Now, another negative I have about the film is, to me, this film lacks the same energy as the first one. It just doesn't have the energy. And that's going back to what I was saying about Domino. That's why I loved her character so much, because she brought a lot of energy to the table in this film, when overall the movie, I just felt like was lacking energy the whole time. Now, that's just what I think. Now, there's also something, when I was watching the movie, it just felt like it was missing something. You know what I mean? Because you look at the magic of the first one and how good the first one was, this movie definitely felt like it was lacking a little something the whole time. And the only thing I can really think of is it just didn't have the same energy as the first one. And that's why I appreciate Domino's character again, because she brought a lot of energy to the film, a lot of the smiles to the film, which I appreciated while watching it, because like I said, there's just something missing when you're watching this film. Now, I will end it on another good note. Look, stay for the mid-credit scene, and don't make the same mistake I did. Look, I thought there was one mid-credit scene. No, there's multiple mid-credit scenes, and I was almost walking out after the first one. There's multiple mid-credit scenes. Now, there's no post-credit scenes, but there are multiple mid-credit scenes, and I'm telling you right now, you're gonna laugh your ass off, because it's hilarious. So definitely stay for that. I actually think the mid-credit scene was one of the funniest parts of the whole movie, if you ask me. But overall, look, did I like this movie? Yes, I did like this movie, but like I said, it does not live up to the hype, in my opinion. I expected something just out of this world fantastic from this movie, especially from the marketing and all that, and I felt like I didn't get that. And it's not as good as the first one, but don't twist my words. It is a good movie. It just didn't live up to how great it was supposed to be, in my opinion. But that's what I think about Deadpool 2. After you guys see the movie, definitely let me know what you guys think about Deadpool 2 in the comments below. Did you guys like it? Did you not like it? And why or why not? And do you guys agree or disagree with some of my takes on this film? I want to hear all of your opinions on this. And if you guys like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up and share it around with all of your friends. But with all that out of the way, thank you for watching.